Okay. And so, um, and then there's just the, well, and so it's just like all the things about being in a social situation. There's so many things that somebody could look at you and snicker about to themselves. How you're dressed, how your hair looks, what you say, how you speak, how you stand, how you walk, how you eat, what you eat, your hobbies, your likes, your dislikes. So I tend to be very, very reserved and quiet at first when I meet people in new situations. So I can assess what other people are like and the things that they like and dislike. And I can mold myself to each person or group. And therefore avoid, like if I am quiet long enough and I hear someone, well, I hate that fantasy crap. Well, I'll be like, whew, and then never mention the fact that my favorite show is Xena Warrior Princess, And I've done that all my life. And that quietness, that reservedness, it takes me a while to warm up to peopleness when what I'm doing is watching and observing, and so I can sort of fit myself right in. Has been mistaken as arrogance or rudeness at times. Okay. So, and it's not about being anxious. My phone's ringing. About being anxious. About, I'm sorry, as the situation is actually happening. But, people with social anxiety disorder have a lot of anxiety, or can have a lot of anxiety before the event, week ahead of time, anxiety that builds up and causes insomnia and restlessness. And I mean, you get paralyzed by trying to figure out what to wear, because I'm trying to make sure I'm appropriately dressed so no one will have anything to make fun of when I walk out of the room. When I should just be able to be me. So what am I gonna say? And you just like go over conversations, and I mean, it's just crazy. Everything you rehearse and go over, and what if they say this? What if somebody asks about that? And there's no room for spontaneity. I hate surprises, especially social surprises. Hey, let's go get something to eat, I didn't have time to prepare. I have a stain on my shirt. Freaked me out. Then, of course, during the social situation. And then there's after, where you have to rehash, replay everything in your mind. Okay, analyze everything everyone said, what you said, how they responded to what you said, body language, tone of voice, response. What does that mean? Does that mean they hate me now? Are they going to make fun of me? Did I ruin everything? Just because I said I liked something that they didn't. A kind of music or something. And I have to remind myself, because I have been in a lot of therapy for that, and I can do pretty well at countering those things that my brain will say you know, like for that example, would be just because you like a style of music that those people did not, does not mean they don't like you as a person. You know, you can like stuff that other people don't like and still be liked as a person. You know, that it's really those kind, and if someone is going to judge you on something so superficial, that's not really someone you want in your social arena anyway. And it is true that not everyone is going to like you all the time. And stuff like that. But sometimes the situation can be so overwhelming that, anyway, like, I like when I'm around a lot of people for so many hours, oh my God, I need to be alone. I need to go to my cave and go back under my rock and just decompress and be alone to relax, because it is stressful. I enjoy people, but it's just so stressful, and I can't wait to get away sometimes because I need the comfort of being by myself. Like, there's a difference between being like, you know, what people use in common language as antisocial, or a hermit, someone who truly does not like people and does not want anything to do with them. There's a difference between that and social anxiety disorder. Someone with social anxiety disorder does actually want interaction with people. They're not avoiding people. They're avoiding the anxiety they experience when in social situations. The anxiety is so overwhelming. They avoid that. It's like, I describe it as you're at work and you're standing in the hall and someone, an acquaintance, coworker, is walking up towards you with a certain demeanor that makes you think that they're going to stop and talk to you, or maybe it's about lunchtime, and your brain does two things simultaneously. This is social anxiety disorder. Please don't talk to me. Please do not stop and talk to me. Just keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. At the same time, your brain's saying, please, please talk to me. Stop. Ask me if I want to get lunch. Please. You know, it's the same time. We get very, very lonely, whereas a hermit would not. Now, there's also a difference. You know, like, people who are introverted and people who are extroverted can have social anxiety disorder. Just because you have social anxiety disorder does not mean you just prefer to be alone or you're introverted. You know, like, I do like to be around people and spend time around people, but I need a really heavy balance leaning more towards the alone. Let me go to a new video.